What did you two think of the first day in the arena?
I gotta say, my first 2 games, I was like, oh, I'm so screwed. But then, once we got into the, like, playing with our teams, it kind of went better, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I played a couple games there. I was like, I absolutely despise this arena with a burning passion. but then I kept playing more, and I kind of got like I still 9 times out of 10 in situations I have no idea what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. But then there's 1 out of 10 situations that I'm actually like, okay, I'm actually starting to understand this a little bit. There are things I could be doing better, but the more I understand, the more I begin to become more fond of it, I guess I could say. But yeah, still not my favorite, but that's okay. I bet you by the end of the tournament, I will not have anything against it.
Yeah. Personally, it's my favorite arena in the States that I've been to. Yeah.
You like it more than ours?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
It is. I don't know. There's something about it. I can't really describe it.
I do like the vibe of it, though.
The what?
The vibe.
Yeah.
Like
so, you guys got to meet your teams today. What'd you think?
They're all pretty cool.
I really like Nolan.
Yeah?
He's an awesome dude.
Actually, one of them came up to remind me to take my meds, so that was kind of
That's awesome.
Yeah, they seem like really cool people. I like applesauce, and Autumn seems really cool.
They are a cool group of people. Right. Once you get to know them. It's just,
I think Thunder kind of cracks me up because he will sit. If he had us for an entire month, if he could do whatever he wanted with us for an entire month, he would sit there and teach us about laser tag.
Yeah, he's got knowledge on knowledge on knowledge about how this game plays. Oh, yeah. So he could sit there and he could teach a class on it, right? Is how much he has for this game. So,
yeah,
having played across relative variety of positions, what'd you guys think? Well, favorites, not favorites?
Sorry, go ahead.
I still don't like Scout.
Yeah.
I just still haven't figured out my best way of playing it. I really thought my commander game was kind of funny because I'd go back to my resubs and I'd be like, so, when should I nuke? Every freaking time I had one ready, and they're like, oh, just go in here and set it off. I did that 3 times. I went back.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on because you dropped a lot of nukes on us, and I was just like, what is happening?
Yeah, I just go back and be like, hey, I need a double. Also, a question. Like, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, when did you drop a nuke? She's like, right when you have it. I'm like, oh, I have one right now. What do I do?
So, we did have a fun little experience, though, where our 2 teams had to restart 3 times.
Okay, so like, I wasn't in the best headspace right before that game, but then every time we had to restart, I started feeling better only because it was just kind of funny.
It's amusing, yeah. It's rough. The first game, Odin forgot to log as a heavy, and you guys realized it, a minute and a half into the game, and you were like, and killed it. And then we started relogging, and then Snowflake forgot to, or a little pencil, yeah, he forgot to log his medic, and so he shot a bunch of us, and I looked at him and went, really? And we killed it. And
Third time's the charm, I guess.
yeah, we restarted again. We still had technical difficulties where all of a sudden Crypt's gun was not firing.
He ended up...
And so he had to leave to swap his gun, is what he said. And so we were missing him for like 60 seconds of the game, and we just decided not to restart again, apparently. But...
like, he walked right in front of me, like, out into there. I was a little confused for a moment. Getting back into the arena, and his phaser just fired and downed me, and I was like, hold on a moment.
yeah, wait a minute.
I played 4 Scout games in a row.
Oh.
And the first 2, I was kind of running around doing my own thing, trying to get a feel for the arena. Then the third time, I was told to hold red base. Mm-hmm. And that one was not so great.
That was a game against me, right?
No, that was the second one.
Okay.
The first one, it wasn't even against your team. It was against... What? It might have been against your team. I'm not sure. It was against somebody.
Yeah.
It was not your team.
Okay.
But it was not that great. I wasn't doing amazing. And then I did it again. I think I had another game in between these two. But then I was a scout again, had the same orders, hold red. And that was the game against you.
Okay.
I was running around trading off of DK, and you came up for a little bit. And no, that was the game that wasn't great. Sorry, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
But the second game, it was better. I was kind of just like running around, and it was great. I was up there. I was like sniping people and covering for my resupplies. I was like ducking and hiding it around walls, and I was taking on like between my ammo helping me, I was taking on a scout and a commander at the same time.
Yep.
And so it works. Like I did not lose red that entire game, and so I was really proud of that.
And it's okay to even lose like red and green, but like that's where you want to be as scouts, is you want to be taking up time there. Because that's valuable. That's people who have to be looking different directions than like your resupplies and stuff. But
Yeah.
So aside from the 3 restarts, any funny moments that you guys had today that you want to mention?
I think the amount of times where people on the other team would walk directly in front of me and just not see me because I'd just be there, like really silent, and I just see the commander walk in front of me. Okay, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, you are dumb.
Yeah.
And I just down them.
Yeah.
And I find it interesting how I was able to nuke in yellow once without getting it canceled.
Nice.
Oh, against WoW.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize you were
Like,
nuking
I
that.
did twice in like that blue area, and then once on the yellow low platform.
Wow. Don't do that again.
Like, I even downed someone before I activated it, thinking like, oh, this might have been a bad decision.
Yeah, don't do
no
that
one
again.
came over there.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No funny ones?
I don't think so. I'm sure between tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday there will be.
I started
Yeah.
working on doing that weird kind of turtling thing of just like changing position every 24 seconds when I was a medic.
Yeah.
Like, where you squat down so low and then stood really high.
Yeah.
I was able to down like.
She pulled a Josiah.
Yeah. That's honestly in that arena, the person who moves the least is probably medics, but like beyond that, everyone's moving constantly.
Oh wait. Okay, no, I do have a funny.
Okay.
She has a funny too. She just forgot about it. So we actually weren't playing. We were up on the bridge. And we were just spectating, and then out of the blue, we just hear someone scream, "Caleb, what are you doing? You're the medic!" And we see him like running from like
so this
3
is
hits.
so this is the game where I played, and so this is actually my funny moment. Is our team, we didn't have meds today, so we were taking a lot of subs, and so we took Caleb as a medic for meds in the first game, and DK dropped a double nuke, and I'm sitting in green, and Crypt and Caleb both come over. They get their green target, and all of a sudden I see Caleb go, "I'm going in," and run into yellow, and it doesn't click in my brain that Caleb's our medic until Crypt goes, "Caleb, you're the medic, get back here." And the reason why this gets even funnier is because DK sees Caleb in the yellow base and goes, "Oh, we must have yellow because Caleb's my medic," and he runs over and goes, "Oh my gosh, there's 4 of them," and just starts tagging everybody and just like, "Caleb, get out of here."
That's so fun.
And we heard Caleb go, "I'm a medic," and just go, "Woo!" and run off.
I just heard that one sentence that I was like, "Caleb, you're the medic. What do you do?" I just
Yeah.
to Sammy. I was like, "Leave it to Caleb to play offensive medic."
Yeah, we had a lot of control there. Sammy and DK were doing a lot of good work, and Connor and I had kind of figured out our rhythm.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, that is it for Sunday's night's practice. We will
that's
see
right.
you all
I
when we
forgot
get
about
back.
that. We were recording that. Nice.
Yeah.
Have you started a business with your hair stuff then, or?
I have a salon suite.
It's a video, Caleb.
I know.
Children.
Why? Hello.
You must all hold the integrity of the cardboard.
That cardboard has.
As out of the way as I can be. Okay.
Laserforce Space Marines are very tough hombres. They're packing state-of-the-art firepower. There's nothing they can't handle.
So day 2.
Day 2.
How did it? Day 1 technically after practice. Yeah.
It was great.
Second day of tag. How was it? Yeah.
It's going. I think pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, the morning portion before lunch was debatable, but now we're chilling, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a rough morning, I think.
What was it?
I think
Just
it was.
a bad morning.
Yeah, I think it was with my heavy and commander game. Did not help the fact that I was mentally deteriorating. But and then I got slapped into medic and scout for the rest of the day, and I'm like, okay, I'm chill with this. And so I know that soon I'm just going to be slapped into heavy and commander for like
Yeah.
an entire
Several games.
afternoon or something.
Yeah. Judah,
Joe.
thoughts?
I don't like playing resupply unless we're in yellow. If we do not have yellow, resupply is just a terrible idea for me.
Yeah.
Dude, I kept bullying you when I was a scout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Sammy was wearing the GoPro.
Yeah, no, Sammy's great.
Dude.
She clapped her
I finally
ass cheeks.
I think I'm finally actually getting scout.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know how to play it in Loveland. I still don't really know how to play it, but we're getting better.
I love Scout, man.
Being thrown to the wolves kind of makes you learn quicker.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
'Cause you're like, I have no choice.
yeah. Well, and you're also watching everybody else do it, and so it's a little easier. Any good funny moments?
Are we recording this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi,
Luke.
Oh, hello. I'd like to bring to the fact of my last scout game. I did the most annoying move of just following Applesauce and Nolan around the entire arena.
Put your gun up, basically.
Basically, but my phaser was behind my back, and I just called out where they
yeah,
were.
that's pretty great.
For like 2 minutes straight, I followed them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so sorry, but Nolan's out red.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was fun?
I'm gonna have like thunder calves after this. Dude, the amount of squatting I'm doing like that.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah.
Especially when you're in yellow. Just.
squatting the entire time.
Yeah.
I was impressed that my team didn't die once when a couple nukes went off and I got down to 1. And I was like, I'm just gonna resupply everyone I see. And so I ended up dying, but my team won, and somehow only one other person like was eliminated. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
I thought we were way lower than this.
I mean, between the 2 recorded games we got, yours was kind of a little bit better. My medic game, we were just getting destroyed by Caleb and Cayman the entire time. And then,
Nice.
yeah. And then we got to the new block, and you wore it as a scout against Nolan's team. Saw you a lot suddenly.
Yeah, you were all over the place.
Man, the amount of times I would just continuously hit into blue that one area, like I did that repeatedly until someone finally was like, oh, maybe I should go over that way and just like fully kick them out of that area, but.
Yeah, and the other thing being, this is something, I can't tell you while I'm reffing, but when you have a scout who's coming in and doing that a lot, if you have a heavy who's saying they need stuff, or anyone, no matter who, right? If you're going down, resupply slow down, right? So at that point, you need to go. The first time it happens, whatever, Sammy happened to be there. The second time it happens,
That's a little
now you need to swap, because that sounds like a repeating pattern beginning. The third time it then happens, that is absolutely, nope, you're taking this spot now.
I did I think 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Or 4. I just kept doing
You got Judah several times, and it destroyed them because they weren't able to get ammo, because they were trying to have Judah play a little further forward to help out. And
Even though I was the medic,
you were the ammo at that one.
even though I was the ammo, which makes sense. I actually like playing offensive ammo.
Yeah. Their arena ammo is a little harder, just because there's a lot of angles, and there's not a lot of,
There are too many angles.
yeah, there's a lot to understand and to look at and know where you're looking and why.
Yeah.
And again, this will come to you both in time, but
It feels like every shot like I make is a blind fire, even though I'm like I know it's not. But this
Yeah, the
feels
windows
so
being open.
gross to do.
The windows being open are totally legal. There's one beginning window that is not, but
I still, when Applesauce accidentally penalized Wolfie instead of the person behind him.
yeah, Wolfman's had a string of bad luck with people penalizing him, so he's
not happy about it.
no. And then I had one where Applesauce gave me a penalty and it got rescinded afterwards, and I was just like, man, that sucks, because I was about to start missling people. But yeah, it happens, you know.
Yeah.
We're still vibing at the end of the day.
There were a couple of penalties I think I missed just because I didn't have vision of it. You know, it's hard with only 6 people in the arena, especially. The reffing is not easy.
Mm-hmm. There's this really nasty, like, follow chase I saw, and I was about to, like, you know, penalize the person, but they went under the freaking platform right I was about to do it, and I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah, that's why having your gun, like
I
on your
had
head
it
at all
up, and
times.
I barely saw them right as I was going. I had to lean over to get them.
Yeah.
And I just disappeared. I'm like, damn it, no.
The nice thing about a lot of these players is if, you know, you're standing there and your gun is usually like this and you don't have a second hand on it, the second they approach and you put your second hand on the gun and, like, kind of start to move your arm like you're going to shoot, a lot of them will stop and, like, take stock of the situation around them and go, there's probably a trail in here somewhere.
I'm
and kind of
always,
slow
like,
down.
reffing on the bridge so none of them see me.
Yeah, and so, like, that's kind of your job as a ref, is, like, they don't expect you to have, you know, full, straight-on laser focus, but they expect you to be paying attention to the game, you know? It's not okay to miss calls, but it's okay to, like, not be, okay, what's going on, like, having to freak out and check everything, right?
Yeah.
You're one person, you're controlling your area, and as long as you are staying in mental control of your area, that's the important thing.
There was
Judah got a nice chase onto Caleb.
So what now?
You got a chase onto Caleb earlier.
I chased him?
Oh,
Yeah.
right, I heard Caleb talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Caleb was complaining to me about that, and then he 4-chained them, and I was just like, see, you're fine, you baby.
Did I actually chase
the
him?
amount of times
Yeah.
Caleb would come back.
So when Caleb was in blue, you, I think, were playing heavy that game.
I'm not. Have I had a heavy game?
You were playing some kind of, maybe you were playing
Commander.
Scout. Yeah, something.
I was playing.
You were playing something, and Caleb was the commander, and Caleb got hit while in your resupplies, and you went out to get Caleb, but you went out towards blue, and you came around the corner, and you bonked him, and I hit you instantly, and Caleb was just like, what the hell, why didn't you hit him faster? And I was like, because I didn't think he was going to shoot you, because I thought he knew you had a trail, and he was like, well, you could shoot him beforehand, and I was like, Caleb, cry me a river. Preemptive penalties are so fucking toxic sometimes, especially to newer players like Judah. You're also fine. It's not like you're going to just die because of that one play. And then he ran away, and then he came back, and he got several more tags off. And then 2 minutes later, I hear enemy nuke activated because I'm around all of you. And then I hear enemy nuke activated, and I go, oh, okay. Enemy nuke activated. Okay, I ruined your game, did I, Caleb? Enemy nuke activated. Oh, yeah, I totally ruined it for you.
There's like, yeah, after that, Caleb came back to get resupplied. And, dude, his face looked so pissed, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, because I told him to kiss my ass. So I was just like, no, you're fine.
Well, I had no idea that was not purposeful. Obviously, I would never try to.
No, and that's the heat of the moment kind of stuff, right? And so that's why I brought it up, is because, like, everyone does it, right? That's why I got penalized for mine, because they thought it was too far, and I was like, wait, no.
I almost penalized Meds because I was chilling up on green platform.
Yeah.
And he jumped in motion. I'm like, oh boy. And I almost penalized him, but I was like, you know what, I'll just let it slide. So I just went up after the game, and I was like, hey, buddy.
Yeah, the big thing with jumping in motion is if it's... I like to give people, like, some leeway, right?
Yeah, that's why I didn't penalize him.
If there are a lot of people around them, I penalize them, right? Because you don't know who's around you now. You don't know what's going on. But if there's not a lot of people around them and they move, like, really itty bitty, You know,
Oh, no,
I'm not gonna freak out and be like, "You're a centimeter off."
No,
and
it
ping
was
him.
not a little itty bitty. He was like full on jogging and,
and he
jumped in like he probably moved about a foot or two.
Okay. That one I would have hit him for just because, like, unless he has like clear line of sight down a hall,
Yeah.
he doesn't know who's where. So
I'm getting a penalty for, I think, a chase. Even though I took one step onto someone's trail and then I was able to missile and lock.
yeah.
But, like, I think I got penalized for a chase, and I'm like, wait, how? Like, I downed the person, I took one step onto their trail and then missiled them. Like, I did.
There's always something to ask refs, by the way, is ask at the end of the game, Caleb, me, Snuffles, or Nolan, because they'll tell people, right? And so they're supposed to come up and tell you. I think we're kind of being lax about it again, just because there's also not been a whole lot of penalties.
Yeah, I was
currently.
penalized earlier today, and no one ever came up and told me why.
That was what it was.
Caleb?
I shot you for that.
Oh, you shot me for following him?
Yeah.
For chasing? Oh.
Yeah, I never knew why I got the penalty. I was like, did I chase you?
Oh, okay, no, that makes sense. Okay, no, that all adds up. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
That confused me so much.
Yeah. And again, it's kind of hard to get penalties in this arena because it's really open and clear.
Yeah.
And so as long as, especially that you're talking to one another, you're good, right? So, anyhow, that'll be it for this one. Caleb.
This is just for Luke's prosperity video.
I was like, is this a video?
I tried. Wait, was the nuke canceled?
Yeah.
No.
But scale.
Oh, no, I just got kicked out of top 5 for Scout Sports too, because Thunder's.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Thunder
Children.
Even Aaron didn't know how to do it. He's a bachelor degree at the time.
Senior Odin.
So what did you guys think of day 2?
Day 2, it was fun.
Yeah.
We got our hair different colors
Yeah, at the end of the day.
at the end of the day. Yes.
Well, it's pretty funky fresh.
Yeah, there'll be photos of that.
Yep, that'll be fun. Don't tell anybody, Luke. It's a big surprise.
Luke's not getting these until I get back and upload them.
Oh,
so.
just kidding. You can tell people. Let's see. Laser tag wise, what happened? It was for me. It was an interesting day. I had some pretty decent games. I had like maybe one really good game, and then I had some games that.
And then you had to play me.
And then I had to play freaking Joe against Heavy. That was not great. Got my ass handed to me on a silver platter with a little bow tie on top. Not a bow tie. I wear bow ties. A bow.
There you go.
You know, whatever. Any hoodles. It was a vibe.
There it is.
Sammy's going back to her daily journal.
Shut up. Because I'm trying
Hey, I'm not
to.
saying it's a bad
helps
thing.
with memory,
No, I'm not
yeah.
saying it's a bad thing. I'm narrating.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a medic game I did, right? Where I lost 0 lives, except from a nuke.
That's right. You should be proud of that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm good.
Like, I scored so low, but, like, I didn't get shot once. There was only a nuke that happened that took some lives off, so I ended the game with 17 lives.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah. Any funny moments?
I slammed my shoulder against a wall
Nice.
today and yesterday. Left shoulder going into yellow both times.
I don't know, my mental stability is defeated.
Oh.
But,
Sammy and I collided.
oh my, dude, I almost got knocked down that ramp.
You knocked me down to my ass up on red flat. It was funny.
Like this.
We ran into each other. I lost my balance, and then I was
I
like,
almost
"Oh, I'm
went-
sitting
I
now."
almost went head first down the ramp.
Yeah, I felt really bad about it.
But like my shoulder
So you
caught
two
the
just
thing.
bounced off one another, basically?
Basically.
Goodness.
That's exactly what happened.
Things I miss when I'm not reffing, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty fun.
Red flat ramp. There was also a time we were like, yeah, let's get blue, because we thought that would be a good idea. We go in, and there's 5 of the game starts, we go in, and there's like already 5 other green people just walking through blue hallway, and we're like, oh, fuck.
Alright,
Oh, mistake.
Sounds like we're going to yellow. No.
So what about you, Joe? Any funny?
No funny stories from me. No funny stories from me.
I will say there was the during the game where I didn't lose any medic, but if City would come in and I'd be able to down her first, she ended up tripping once. And so I
It was against us? Oh my
and
goodness.
so she missed me. She tripped on her own feet, so I was able to down her as I was like fearing for my life.
No, I don't have any funny ones. I had some annoying ones. The team against you, Judo, was really frustrating because when we played heavy, I would shoot you, shoot Autumn, shoot you, and then go, it's clear. It's clear. It's clear.
And then no one
and they
would
would
do
they would come up, and then you and Autumn would come up together, and I'd shoot you, and she'd shoot me, and I'd go and run away, and they'd go, it's not clear, and I go, it is clear.
That's
I was like, I don't understand why they're both still here. Bop, 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 bop. Like in that first volley, I think you guys somehow took 8 lives off of Connor while I was trying to just be like, I'm literally getting this.
That's funny. Well, I'm sorry, man. That sucks.
Well, it was just more of I was like, was.
I'm combing my ponytail.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot of excitement for day 2. Day 3 will be different.
I don't think I'm gonna have a trophy, but that's all good.
That's fine.